to another episode of Disney Done Differently. I'm your host, Chris, and today we have a special episode for you. This episode goes out to two special ladies, Brianna and Samantha. So, they're the actual hosts of the Extra Magic Hour. I had the privilege of being invited by Sean Williams to join the Extra Magic Hour for an interview. It was a wonderful time. I got to meet Sean Nienberg, but Brianna, Samantha weren't there. But that doesn't stop me from my thanks to them. So for this episode, we're going to do something just for them. Because not only are they the host and share all their Disney passion with us, they're actually, one's a teacher and one's a nurse. And those are two professions that they work extremely hard. And without those, we can't move on. And for me, this is going to be the Polynesian episode. So what are we making today? We're going to make some fried rice, Polynesian style. Simple, right? But a little differently. Let's go. All right, to our pan, we're going to add avocado oil. Good amount, and we'll spread that out evenly. Okay, now to this, we're going to add pork belly. You don't have to use pork belly. You can use thinly sliced pork, tenderloin, some pork chops, whatever you'd like, folks. But you know how we're doing here, a little differently, and everything is flavor. All right, now that our pork belly is starting to cook halfway through, we're just going to push this over to the side a little bit and let that continue to cook. And now we'll add our onion that we just cut. And let the onions start to go through. So while that's cooking, we're going to put together our sauce. Our sauce is just a few ingredients. So we're going to start, we're going to just add, I don't have exact measurements on this, but you can see, we're just making the sauce. I'm using thick soy. The only difference in thick soy and light soy is the consistency. I'm using Tamari, organic Tamari. And Tamari is actually, I like it better than soy. It doesn't have the MSG, and it is, it's organic soybean salt, organic. It's got the alcohol to preserve the freshness. Very, very low in sodium. Now to that, we're going to add a drop of toasted sesame oil, and that's about it. And here we go. This is what everybody's going to say, what the heck is he using? So this is called Gochujang. Not a sponsor, it's just something that I'm using. It's a Korean chili sauce. It's actually a paste. You can use sriracha. You remember, I'm just doing this just to add a little bit of flavor and some heat. And we're just going to give this a quick mix. And you want to have your sauce already made, just to be added to your rice, because it comes together very quickly. And that's what I got to say about that. All right, so you can see that the pork belly's cooking. The onions are becoming nice and sauteed and caramelized. Just going to make a little bit of space here. And we'll add a little touch more of avocado oil. Let that get hot. I'm going to add about 1.5 cloves of garlic. Not necessary, but again, you're building flavors, folks. I'm just going to let that cook within the avocado oil and the drippings from the pork belly. All right, garlic's cooking out nicely. Now I'm just going to add your regular frozen peas and carrots. I just defrosted them. And we'll give those a mix in there. And you want those to get cooked. Now, here's the part that a lot of people are going to get stuck with. You don't have to do this at the same time, but we got to add egg. Now, you can add your rice and then add the egg to it. To me, I like a drier rice in my fried rice. So let me show you what I'm going to do. I got 3 eggs. We're going to scramble it real quick. I got a pan with avocado oil on medium heat. And we're just going to put that in. You want to move it completely around. You want it as thin as possible, but don't touch it. Don't get in there and start scrambling it up, making a mess. It's going to come together very quickly. All right, we got over here, everything's cooking nice. Got our egg going. At this point, we're just going to go around, right? It's not sticking. You're going to fold it over. You just go around. Just give it a flip. Now at this point, you got your egg. Just going to bring it right over to the cutting board and let it sit there for a minute. We'll get back to this. Alright, so now you're saying, what's this guy doing? All he's doing is cooking some peas and carrots and pork belly and garlic, and he made some scrambled eggs. Alright folks, the star of the show, the rice. Fortunately, you guys weren't here yesterday. So I went ahead and I made some plain white rice. And what you want to do when you're making fried rice is have your rice cooked the day before. You want it so that the grains are actually sitting separately. If you make fresh rice, it's actually going to become too clumpy and it's not going to work out to the way you like it. But where are we? We're doing it differently. So I have cut up some pineapple. Why? We're at the Polynesian. And what's in Hawaii? The dole plant. And what did dole do? A lot of pineapple. So we're going to cook some pineapple. All right. Hot pan, avocado oil, some diced up pineapple. We're coming back to the egg. The egg's cooled down. It's cool to the touch. Just going to cut it into a couple of pieces. Just using a bench scraper. Nothing special. And you want to have this ready. Alright, so our pork, our peas, our carrots, our garlic. Remember I said about the rice, right? Cold rice. You're going to add that in. And we want to get it around there. Now I'm not adding the pineapple, just cooking right there. Oh yeah, getting the char on it, the sugar, the caramelizing. Oh, that's smelling nice and sweet. Okay, here we go. All right, that sauce that we made, gonna pour it around. Start cooking instantly in that. And you just want to mix. And as you keep mixing, don't get nervous that you didn't have enough sauce. It's going to actually cover. Alright, so now at this point, we're going to add the egg. Oh, pork, the egg. Alright, it's looking good, folks. Let's get some of this pineapple in there. A couple of pieces of pineapple. Now the pineapple's let off some of its juice. And the sugar in the pineapple is caramelized. So you got like a bed of juice in there. Let's get a couple more. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's not for everybody. It's just for us. I mean, basically, here's your fried rice. You got your pork, the egg, the pineapple. Everything's in there. Tell you what we're going to do, though. How do you make this special for my two special ladies? Pull that out. And let's just add some shrimp in here. Just a quick. Folks, these, I just poached them. I just took them. I threw them into some boiling water with lemon, some black pepper. They're hot. I'm just trying to get a little bit of that sugar from the pineapple. Go into here. Give this a mix. Oh. Alright guys, so it's time to assemble. So what did we do? We took pork belly, some onions, peas and carrots that are frozen, cooked that all together, made a simple scrambled egg, and then what? We did it differently. Right? We cooked a little bit of pineapple, I added some shrimp, right? We made the easy sauce. Guys, do this at home. So now it's time to assemble. Why not serve it in the pineapple that you cut open? Let's just put it right into there. And there we go. You got the shrimp. Now, you don't have to add the shrimp. You could have stopped right with the, once we added the egg. You could have stopped with, before the egg. You know, the shrimp, you could have took the shrimp and made it with, you could have took the tails off. Because it's easier to eat that way. But remember, here we do everything a little differently. Right, so now we're back to the favorite part. We get to taste it, right? But wait, remember in the beginning I said this episode is going to be fancy? Well, Samantha and Brianna, this one's for you. So Polynesian. So why don't we go with a little bit of tequila? I know it's the ladies' favorites. I've reached out and I've asked them, should we do a strawberry margarita? Should we do a jalapeno margarita? Or maybe we should do both. So for this, we're going to actually put a couple ingredients together and make our first cocktail. George, this one, I need your help, but I'm going to do it. Let's go. So as I took the rice, and I made the rice yesterday, I also decided to take some of our wonderful Terramana, fitting, right, for the Polynesian. I took Terramana tequila, I took one jalapeno, and I took some strawberries. And I let those marinate overnight. And we're going to take that, and we're going to strain them. Oh, look at that color. That is beautiful. Now, our tequila, our strawberries, and our jalapeno already infused in the Terramana Silva tequila. So now we just need our shaker. We're going to take here. Now, this is the part that I don't like, folks. Why do people put ice and dilute their cocktails? So, this is a cocktail that we're making here. You don't have to do this, but just some frozen strawberries. And we're going to add that because you hear it, frozen strawberries. What does that become? Ice. It's going to make it cold enough for our cocktail. Plus, we get more fruit at the end. So, We got our frozen strawberries in. We're gonna add our lime juice. This is fresh lime juice. Just gonna add a small jigger of lime juice. A lot of people add simple syrup. Again, Disney done differently. We're doing agave nectar. So the blue agave, it's organic blue agave. Nothing extra special. So we have that in there. Now at this point, you could give it a mix, or you could hit it with the muddler. I'm gonna leave it the way it is. I'm gonna add our beautiful tequila. 1 and 2. Okay, put this on top. All right, so I'm gonna add some ice because it should be served on the rocks. Yes, I used the strawberries. They're still in here. There's no trick with magic of television. Oh, delicious. This thing. There we go. Look at that. You can add this right here. Maybe a little jalapeno. Right there. You could add a beautiful little umbrella. And then we have our strawberry margarita. But wait, there's more. So we're going to leave this here because that would be for Samantha. Guys, look at this. Do you remember Bongo's? It was located in the original Disney Springs, Gloria Stefan's restaurant. True, not really made for margaritas. But I have the glass, and we're going to make this one a little differently. So I'm just going to take the glass. I'm going to run the lime around half. And here I have cayenne pepper and salt. Look at that. Alright, so my favorite part of the show. We got 2 cocktails, we got a little Polynesian rice, and we did it all a little differently. So, let's see. What can I tell you, folks? The sweetness of the pineapple, the texture of the shrimp. There's only one else thing to say. Samantha, Brianna, what can I say except you're welcome for the rice and the drinks, and that's it, guys. Cheers to you. Woo! Now I know why he's the people's champ. Listen, folks, go out, get the terramana, okay? That is delicious. Let's get some more of that. We got the strawberry, we got tequila, the agave, marinated with the jalapeno. I got the cayenne pepper and the salt on the top. In my Bongo's glass from the old Disney Springs. And don't forget about them. I didn't. You guys thought I was just doing one cocktail? Well, let me tell you. That's just like the 2 ladies that this is for. It's sweet and spicy. You figure out which one you guys are. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Samantha, Brianna, this one's for you. Folks, if you enjoyed this episode this week, please like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends, tell your friends. I'll be here, you come back. From my kitchen to yours, till next time.